Are you serious? Are you serious? Folks, we got information that a plane has been hijacked by the co-pilot. And an Ethiopian Airlines plane was hijacked as the co-pilot hijacked the plane from the pilot. The plane was supposed to go from Ethiopia to Rome, but instead was taken to Geneva, Switzerland. Now, I want to thank Larry of West Virginia for this report. The hijacker, who was arrested, waited for the pilot to go to the toilet to lock himself into the cockpit. He was unarmed. He has requested asylum in Switzerland. The airline said in a statement that all 202 passengers of the crew were safe. Now, Geneva Airport, which was closed for the time, has now reopened. The Ethiopian man was born in 1983. The co-pilot has sought asylum due to fear of persecution in Ethiopia. After locking himself in the cockpit, he asked to refuel at Geneva, landed the plane, climbed down from the cockpit window using a rope, and gave himself up to police. He was unarmed. There was no risk at any time to the crew or passengers. The situation inside the plane remains calm throughout. Now, the co-pilot himself alerted the authorities to the plane's hijacking, and the passengers on the plane were unaware that it had been hijacked. The only possible offense the co-pilot could be charged with is that of hostage-taking, for which he could face up to 20 years of imprisonment, according to a Geneva prosecutor at the news conference. So they'll deal with that. The question is, why did he leave? Of course, he's trying to get away from persecution going on in Ethiopia. I'm trying to find out, was he a Christian man, or was he an opposition to some of the Islamic radicals and was trying to get out of the country to save his own life? I do not know the answer to this yet, but we will continue to monitor it. I think it's quite fascinating that the airline was supposed to be going to Rome and ended up in Switzerland due to this hijacking. While that's going on, folks, there are other issues taking place around the world. The Italian Navy, and I want to thank Nick of New York for this report, but the Italian Navy has saved 1,000 people from drowning boat immigrants in the sea. According to Rome, Italy's Navy had saved over 1,000 immigrants taking a perilous journey by boat across the Mediterranean this weekend. There were 64 minors plus one newborn baby on board. Several boats carrying a total of 1,079 people were spotted. And these are rickety, leaky boats, folks. These people are trying to get out of these African countries for fear of their lives. They came from Guinea, from the Ivory Coast, from Mali, from Senegal. All of them. Some of them also were from the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Sudan. All of them trying to get away from the horrific, disastrous, and murderous lives that the people are enduring in some of these African countries. So thank God for the Italian Navy for saving these people from their peril of the sea and from the persecution from their homelands. And there's a lot going on, folks. I've got more information to bring you. I'll be right back. There's some horrible news as the radical Islamist Muslims continue to murder people in different countries of the world. I'll be right back in just a minute. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're in the last days.